Hello all, Scott Grove here, doing another review on some of my other guitars I have laying around. This one I am loving. This is a 1979 Kramer DMZ. DMZ stands for DiMarzio. First year they put DiMarzios as stock pickups in their guitars. DMZ 3000. Okay, this one is basically a Strat. 3 single coils, 5-way switch, your 3 knobs, they do everything that a Strat does. It does plug into the pick guard, which I'm not extremely fond of, but that's the way they're made, and that's the way it is. Okay, look at that. That's all it needs, 2 bolts. Okay, and this is an amazingly heavy guitar. Okay, you got a fixed or a hardtail right here. Strings do not go through the body, they just hook right underneath the little holes here in the bridge. Okay, and it is very sustaining. These pickups are probably at least double output of a standard Stratocaster, so they are very, very hot pickups. Okay, now the other thing that you may not know about. Yeah, there you go. There's the headstock. These things are solid flippin' aluminum as far as the neck goes. Okay, and they come with stock Schaller keys. See if I can possibly show you. There you go. And you'll see in the back that it is still aluminum, but they used wood inserts. Okay, Travis Bean, for you guys who don't know who or what Travis Bean guitars were, they were the first to do the whole aluminum neck thing, and their necks were solid aluminum. Kramer realized that it just needed some wood inserts, and they're not just inserts, they go deeper than you think to still give it a traditional feel. But boy, you take these things out in the cold, you do not want to play it. It will not stay in tune for nothing until it warms up to room temperature. Okay, so you can imagine it's just like sticking your tongue on a flagpole in the wintertime, man. It gets like that. So you sweat, your hands are gonna stick to this thing. The neck is very heavy but very sturdy. An interesting thing about these is you'll see up here on the headstock, okay, those little guys, the string rollers, and they do roll. Okay, I'll stop it so you can see. Yes, it is exactly what you think it is, and these are stock. The rivets that go right into the what would be a nut, but this guitar does not have a nut. It has a 0 fret, which I love because everything sounds the same. You don't want a bone nut or a plastic nut and then metal frets. They sound slightly different when you play it open or when you play it fretted. This way, when it's open, it has a fret, so it sounds like it's playing against the same material, because it is. Anyway, the rivet in here actually goes through the ball end of a D'Addario guitar string. Okay, that's what they used back then. So that's what those are. They break a string or something when they're putting their guitars together or whatever. And those are actually ball ends from a guitar string. That's what they use for rollers. Very cool, and it works. Boy, that thing works. It is cool. I am missing, you'll see 4 places here. It's supposed to have 10 of these total on here. So it goes through one, then it goes through another, so kind of a series of them. So if you got 4 more of these laying around, I know I can use my own ball ends, but these rivets are impossible to find. So if you got some, let me know. Okay, once again, yes, you got your 0 fret is what that's called. Extremely cool guitar. And again, 2 bolts, that's all it needs. It don't need anything else. This is as solid as guitar as you will find. Again, it is just like a super hot rodded Strat. And let me point out, you have ebony. That's right, ebony fingerboard on this, no rosewood. This thing is slick. Okay, standard 2 position. So you got your bridge and your middle. bridge pickup, middle, bridge and neck pickup. You can tell I get more excited by the in-between sounds. And finally your neck pickup. All 5 settings. So typical Strat, except for the thing that it was a Kramer when a Kramer was a Kramer, instead of the 80s metal stuff that came out, and then the new junk that Gibson kinda puts out there for $69 per guitar. This is when they were real. This is what a Kramer is actually about, right here, folks. Okay, so. And yes, you fire it up with distortion and it sounds like good old hot DiMarzio pickups. And like I said, this will overdrive your amp because the gain is so high out of these pickups. They're very hot pickups. Due to stock, and wouldn't want it any other way. I'm going to find more of these if I can. But just simply gorgeous. An amazing, amazing guitar. I waited years and years and years to find this exact one. So there you go. What else can you say about this thing? It is unflippin' believable. And if you ever get a chance to play one of these necks, you may not go back to anything else. So there you go. Once again, last time, thanks for the request for the review. Scott Grove with the 1979 Kramer DMZ 3000. Okay?